welcome to One-on-One on CHCO Television. I'm John Higgins, I'm your host, and it is so very good to be here with you today. We're coming to you from one of the most beautiful places I've been to in a long, long time. We are at Lonicera Hall Retirement Home. It is gorgeous here, and I am sitting down with the administrator here at Lonicera Hall, with Trudy Higgins. Hi, Trudy. How are you?
Hi, John. I'm fine, thanks.
Awful good to be with you here today.
Well, it's nice to have you here.
Trudy, you've been involved with the seniors all your career.
That's right.
Wow.
I hate to say how many years that is. 50 plus, I guess.
50, and still going.
Yep, I am. I enjoy working with seniors. I love them. I've enjoyed every minute of my years, and I've learned a lot from all the seniors that I've come across over my time at home care and here.
Exactly, exactly. A lot of people, if I want to talk to as if they've never been here before. Okay. First of all, you walk in, and this place is beautiful.
It is a very beautiful home. It's a historic home.
Yeah. Oh, tell me a little bit about that. Tell me.
So the home was built in 1841 by a shipbuilder by the name of James Porter. And there's an interesting little piece of history that some people in our community may not know. And that is that, of course, back the Ganongs bought it in 1903, and St. Stephen was a really bustling place at the time. The front door faced towards the river. And Mr. and Mrs. Ganong weren't very happy with looking out at the back parts of all the properties, so they hired some men with oxen and logs. They raised the house and they turned it for a tidy sum of $27.
They turned this whole house?
Yep.
Trudy, this house is humongous.
Yes, well, and that's the main part of the house was built in 1841. Now, when Mrs. Ganong passed away, her brother, Mr. Robinson, added the second piece, which is the L part, the brick part on the end, and that was built on in 1933.
Oh, okay.
So the house is sort of four stories, and there's been so many changes to this house over the years. But it is a beautiful home. It has some of the most unique things in it. It's got some beautiful stained glass and beveled glass, and of course our veranda is sort of a stopping point for a lot of people when they come to St. Stephen. They always stop to admire the veranda.
It's located, Lonicera Hall is located in one of the best places. It's centrally located here in St. Stephen.
Yes, and any of the residents who happen to like to go to church or like to go down shopping or whatever, they're right here. They can just walk anywhere they want, or they can take their car, whatever. But it's very close to a lot of the churches and so handy for the banks and everything. So, yeah, it's a great place to live if you want to just have an easy care life.
Exactly, exactly. So it started out, it's now a retirement center.
Right.
So this was a private home.
Yes. Maria Ganong left this house in her will and a significant amount of money to establish this retirement home. Originally, she was very concerned about a lot of the women who came to work in the factory, came from other communities, and she was afraid they would have no place to live when they retired.
Wow.
So that was one of her concerns, and she always said that her money was not her money. She was just the custodian for it. And she established it so that there would always be the chance for people to live here, and her goal was that the residents should not be burdened by any of the improvements that had to be done on the house. They shouldn't have to worry about that sort of thing. They just had to pay for the room and board.
So that was her intention.
Right.
And that you're staying to that
Absolutely.
land, right?
We have a board of directors. They're called a board of trustees.
Okay.
This home was incorporated. It's one of two bodies that were incorporated and recognized in the legislature back in 1934, I believe, or 35. And so she had established the names of the people that she would like to have on her board of trustees.
Yes.
And over the years, you know, of course, obviously, after 89 years, there's been a few have left the board. But they are a community or people who live in the community and who are aware of her will and of her desire to provide a good place for people to retire. And it is something that we've gone through a lot of changes, and there's always a challenge of some kind. But we feel that this house provides a win-win for everybody. You can come into this house and live here as independent as you ever could.
I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
when you come here, you're not giving up your independence. No, just the opposite. Right?
Absolutely. It's a worry-free lifestyle.
Yes.
Because you come in here, you have your own room, you have your own bathroom. We do have a dining room, and people do eat in the dining room. But if you choose not to, if you say, I'm not going to eat in the dining room today, I'm going out with friends, or I'm going away for the weekend, or I'm going to go to Florida for a month, you are under no obligation. You can come and go as you please. You have to pay your room and board, obviously, but there's no problem with anybody going. Or if you want to have visitors come for dinner, if you tell us and we put their names in, and we can set them up in the dining room. If you had company, if you were having a birthday party or whatever, so
you
the
can
house,
do that here.
Yeah, that's right. And this is their home. They live here. And we have a lot of different programs. We have people who come and play music, and a lot of the seniors like to play games, especially Skippo. And if you want to play, you can. And if you don't want to play, so great. No one's obligated to do anything they don't want to.
Just going to ask you that, okay? Now, let's say I don't want to play cards.
Right.
Right? And I don't want to, I'd like to stay in my room. That sounds like I'm a hermit, but no. But
lots of people would prefer to have their own time,
My
and
own
they
time.
can.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting in that we have everyone is invited to bring their own television. Their room and board. I should say that their room and board includes basic cable, Wi-Fi, laundry services, housekeeping services, and 3 meals a day. But a lot of people prefer to bring a little mini fridge. Some people bring microwaves. Some have even had little coffee pots. You can stay and have your meal, if you don't want to get up in the morning, you want to have your breakfast in your room, you can do that. We also have coffee and tea available for anybody who wants it during the day.
All through the day?
Yeah, and they also, usually the staff gets a little snack ready at night for anybody that wants it. One thing that we have that makes people feel pretty comfortable is there's somebody in this house all day, 24 hours a day.
Oh.
That's one thing that people get a little bit nervous about when they get a little older. Sometimes they don't like being by themselves and thinking they're all alone. So there's somebody in this house if they want, a cup of tea at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, they can get it. But it's just that's a kind of a perk to have somebody in the house if you needed help.
Exactly. It's now 3 meals a day.
Right.
Okay. So you get your breakfast.
Right.
Okay. Again, if you want to come down and get your breakfast or whatever.
Right.
Okay. Your lunch, your dinner.
Yeah. Now we're going back to the beginnings of when this house was first offered, and what was the norm in those days is that we eat our main meal at dinner time, noon.
Oh.
A lot of people who worked their whole career might find that a bit of a bump in the road, but it is what, we have our noon meal, and then we have a snack or a sandwich or soup or something like that at supper time.
So it's 8 o'clock at night, and I think I'd like to have a little snack. What do I do then?
No problem. You just ask whoever's on duty, say, I'm a little hungry. As one of our friends used to say, it might be a bedtime snack. If you want a bedtime snack or a bedtime lunch, then you just ask for it, and somebody will get it for you.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's sort of like living in a hotel.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know where I ever get the misconception though, but when you come into a place like this, you go by the rules and you live by the rules
No.
and that's it. That's not the case here.
No, it is
not.
not.
Whatsoever.
No. No, and it's interesting because we have, well, there's little, I guess, there are a number of people that, like I say, we play Skip-O here almost every day. And we also have somebody who does an exercise program twice a week. We have people that wouldn't miss that for the world. And we've got other people that don't do either of those things. And they're perfectly content. They just do their own thing.
I know, I love that. You know, but
yeah.
you know, this is, Trudy, this is amazing. I want to ask you a lot more about this, but I'll tell you what, we're just going to go for a break, okay? And then we come back, we'll continue talking about this heaven on earth. Be right back. Hi, welcome back. We are at Lonicera Hall retirement home. Absolutely beautiful here. I'm sitting down discussing with Trudy Higgins the advantages of living in a home like this. It's unbelievable. Trudy, in this home, again, it's home. How many rooms do you have? How many rooms are in there? This place is humongous.
It is. It's a pretty big house.
It is.
We have 20 rooms.
Yes.
And they're all of various sizes.
Okay.
And the price of them depends on the amenities and the size of the room.
Oh, okay.
So we have right now we have 17 people living here. We have 3 rooms available. So it depends on, like, I think that what I would, if I had a message for the people here, I would really invite people to come and have a look at Lonicera and see what it's like and see some of the rooms that are available.
And so if I'm watching this,
Yes.
and I say, hey, I'm going to go check that out.
Right.
All I have to do is call?
And I will make up an appointment and you can come and have a look.
Through the whole house,
yeah.
check out everything. The kitchen, is that a commercial kitchen?
Oh, yes,
That's
definitely.
a great big,
Yeah, it is. And the other thing is that we have, we do not have a dietitian, but we do try our very best to address any dietary needs that people have.
Okay.
We also have birthday parties. Everybody has a birthday party, if they're going out with family in the daytime, we have their party at night. We always have their own cake. So, you know, it's a home atmosphere, but nobody's under any obligation to stick to anything. But as far as the rooms are concerned, one of the things I should say is that we do have an elevator, because it is a big house. And we do have an elevator, and we also have a chairlift on the other set of stairs.
Okay.
I have 3 rooms on the 4th floor that have bathtubs. All the other rooms have walk-in showers.
I see, yeah.
So we encourage people that want to move in, we encourage them to bring their own furniture because it makes it more their room. And you can decorate it however you want. You can do what you want with your drapes. And we do encourage people to bring their own television so that if they don't want to come downstairs, they have their own television. But we also have a television and a TV room, and a lot of people enjoy coming down, watching the news together after supper.
Yeah, I was going to say, even though I'm the type of guy, I'll stay in my room and read or whatever. But if I want to go and talk, go see somebody, come on down.
Yeah, sure.
And watch the news.
Yeah.
It's there. You can do that.
Yep.
Wow.
So it depends on people's income, what they want to have, if they want to have a small room or they want a larger room. It all depends on their own desire and what they feel they can afford to pay. Like some people may think, jeepers, I don't need a great big room. I'd rather have money to go to Florida for a couple weeks.
Right on.
You know, it's all that sort of thing. It depends on how you want to spend your money. If you want to travel and stuff, you can still do that here. And again, all we ask is the rent or the room and board is once a month.
Okay.
No one signs a long-term lease. We do ask, if possible, if you think you're going to move out. If you can give us a month's notice, that would be fabulous, but sometimes that's not always possible. But that's the only sort of hook obligation, is to have a commitment of some kind. And right now, as I say, I have 3 rooms, but today I have 2 people looking for the same room. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, because
Okay.
I guess it'll be first come, first serve.
Right on.
Yeah.
But, you know, do you generally have availability? Do you generally?
Well, you know what? I was full for a year.
Okay.
And then just recently, we had a few people that had to move out. And so this is kind of unique since I've been here. I've been here 5 years, and it's been pretty full right up until 2 months ago, where I had these 3 rooms come available.
I don't want anybody to think that, well, I should call, but they're probably full. Call, right?
Absolutely, call, and if you
Can
can
you
put your
email?
name on, you can put your name on a waiting list. We have a waiting list.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes, we
Okay.
do.
Oh,
There
okay.
are some people that put their name on, and similar to what it's like in an apartment building. You put your name on, and if I happen to have an availability and I call and you say, no, I'm not interested right now, well, we don't X the name, we just put it at the bottom.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because some people just aren't ready. Some people prefer to sell their house first, or they may want to talk to their family in the summer and, you know, make some decisions about what they want to do with their other possessions in their house, or they have to give notice if they're in an apartment, or they may be moving back home. As I say, one of the people that's very interested is coming back from Moncton.
I was going to ask you, it's not just here in Charlotte County, it's
Right.
wherever.
Yep. Yep. We have a lot of people who come back home, and this is home to a lot of people. This house is, you know, central. It's a lot of people know the home. They've looked at it. I was saying something today earlier that as a child, I used to walk by this house going to school. And my friends and I, we used to talk, and we'd say, you know, we'll probably work at Ganong's, and we can get to live here, retire here, and sit on the swing. As most people know, we have 3 swings sitting out on the front veranda, and I always thought that was the coolest thing, to see all the ladies sitting out on that swing in
Well,
the
it
summer.
It's beautiful up
Yeah.
there. I mean, it's
Yes.
absolutely gorgeous.
And we do have a back deck for the people who like
Oh, okay.
sun.
Yeah.
I call them the sun worshipers. And we have the others that like to sit in the veranda.
And watch the traffic go
Yeah,
by.
they watch the and of course we have the daycare center. The little ones come by, and everybody has to wave and talk
yeah.
to the little ones. And
Yeah.
sometimes people go by with their dogs, and they'll come up on the veranda and let everybody pat their dog. So yeah, this, you know, it's kind of a social place. It's a central point here in town.
Exactly. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the housekeeping once again. What's that include in my room? Does that mean, what does that include?
That housekeeper will come in once a week, clean your bathroom, clean the floors, dust all your furniture, and make sure that it's all tidy. And if something happens, you know, if you spill something, your coffee or whatever, and you need a little extra, all you have to do is just call up and say, could I have the housekeeper stop in? I had a little boo-boo. You know, she's here every day, 5 days a week, and she's Johnny on the spot when it comes to cleaning.
I bet.
And the laundry, people sometimes think, oh my gosh, I have to put names on all my clothes. No. When you come in, if you were in here and we said, John, Tuesday's going to be your laundry day. Well, they do your laundry. They don't do it with anybody else's. They wash your clothes, dry them, and take them to your room and put them in your room for you to put away.
Whoa. Whoa. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't see why I'm not moving in. That's staff. How many people work here?
We have 11 staff. We have 2 people work in the kitchen. They work a split shift. They work in the morning, and then they come back for the supper hour and clean up. We have somebody here 12 hours, 3 days a week, and 12 hours, 7 nights a week. And then we have 2 days that people split it up so that they work 8 and 4 hours during the day.
But like you say, there's somebody here 24/7.
Yeah. And lots of times if somebody says, you know, I don't have a car today, Is there a chance that somebody could go to the drugstore and pick something up for me? Or, are you going out? Would you mind stopping? Or can I get a ride with you to go get something? We try to be as available and helpful to the residents as they want.
That's amazing. I keep wanting to underline independent living.
That's right.
It's independent living.
I think that that's the one misconception people have, and I want to enforce that as well. There's no locks on the doors. This is not a nursing home. It's not a special care home. It's a retirement
Right
home.
on, yeah.
And,
good point.
Yeah, and we, one of the things change depending on the residents. Some residents are more interested in activities like we have in the past. People have said, "Jeepers, we'd love to go down to Kingsbury Garden." Oh, we'll get 2 or 3 cars together and take them to Kingsbury Garden.
You'll do that?
Oh, yeah. And we also, one time at Christmas time, we went up to Macadam to the train station.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, they had so much fun. Now, not everybody wanted to go, and nobody had to, but they had so much fun.
You arrange all that?
Oh, yeah.
All I have to do is be at the door, get in the vehicle.
Absolutely. We just say be at the door, and we, another time we went down to St. Andrews down and had a picnic, and they enjoyed that. We try to compensate whatever they'd like to do, and as I say, not everybody goes, but the ones that go have a great time.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How old? This is a senior's home, so the age 65 or 55 or?
Well, yeah, they could come in when they're 65. I haven't been lucky enough to have somebody at that age, but I have several people here that are in their 70s.
That's young.
And I have one lady who just celebrated her 101st birthday. And
Really?
don't try to get ahead of her, because I'm telling you, she can run circles around you.
I bet.
She goes out at least twice a week, plays bridge, and she plays Skippo almost every day. So, she's a happening broad. I'm telling you, you can't get ahead of her.
Well, you just said it too, the independent. She goes out to play
Oh,
bridge.
she certainly does. And on occasion, she's arranged to have a bridge party in here.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so I
amazing.
mean, the room that's opposite us where they play Skippo, we have a lot of entertainment come, and that's kind of the room that we use for entertainment or parties if somebody's having
I
one
see.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then the next room is where the TV room is. And over the last year, we've been doing a fair amount of fundraising, and we've had teas here.
I know,
which are
they're-
public.
yeah.
We've had some great times at those teas, and so that's been like the community comes in. We encourage people to come in. We've had a lot of the high school kids have come and helped break leaves, and we've had the elementary school and the middle school have made cards for the residents and brought them in at Christmas time, and so yeah, there's lots of things happening for those who want to be involved.
How does somebody get in touch with you? I'm sitting home and I'm thinking, I got to call her or email her or whatever.
You can email me at
Yeah.
Lonicera Hall
Yes.
at gmail.com. Lonicera is LONICERA at gmail.com.
Right.
And the phone number here is 506-466-1471.
Excellent.
And I should say, John, before we close, I should remind people, the official name of this home is the Maria F. Ganong Seniors Home.
Oh.
However, Lonicera is the nickname. And the reason for that, which is another piece of history, is Gilbert Ganong was a great gardener, and he loved honeysuckle. And Lonicera is a type of honeysuckle.
Oh.
And he nicknamed the house Lonicera.
Oh.
So just so people know, because some people say, what is the name of that place? Is
I
it
love
the
it.
Maria F. Ganong Seniors Home or Lonicera? It's sort of both, but that's why.
Whoa. This is amazing that we have
You
this
come
here.
back anytime you want.
Well, I'm going to go unload my suitcase.
Okay.
And then, but thank you so much, Trudy.
Thank you
and
for
again,
coming.
I've been with Trudy Higgins, and this is spectacular. As Trudy said, come on in and just have a look around and see what you think. Join me next time one-on-one right here on CHCO Television.